There's a parallel in Project Hail Mary that I really love, and I'm curious to think what you guys think about it. This parallel represents the idea of what home is. The way I saw it is that Stratt represented home as a physical place or where you're from, and Rocky represented home as people. And let me explain it real quick. When Stratt tries to convince Grace to go on the mission, she tells him that he has no friends, no family, not even a dog. And, it's already a subtle kind of hint that he has no place on Earth, in a way. I mean, yeah, it's his home in a way that he was born there, that's where he grew up. But what's home when there's no one waiting for you, right? And, to go back to a place where they basically sent you on a suicide mission, I mean, I would hardly call that a home. But instead, Rocky refused to let him die, in comparison to Stratt, where she was like, well, you're going there regardless. And I think the parallel was really noticeable, especially near the end, when you compare the responses that Stratt and Rocky gives to Grace when they talk about leaving their respective planets. When Stratt asks Grace to leave Earth to go on the suicide mission, he asks, can I think about it? And she gives him 3 hours. And then we compare that to Rocky, when he asks Grace, hey, you can go back to Earth if you want. And Grace asks, can I think about it? He says, take a long time. And I think that just shows how two different characters cared about Grace. One cared about him as a tool to save all humanity, and the other one cared about Grace for who he was in a way. I mean, I love this because I've always been a sucker for the idea that home is not a place, but where your people are, where your favorite people are. And this movie did an amazing job telling that. That's it. It's a short video.